for people that have thinner hymen, their first penetrative sex may be the day or maybe the time that their hymen tears. And for people that have thicker hymen, their first penetrative sex may not do the magic of tearing the hymen. Hey guys, welcome to my channel once again. So if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I love you. And of course, you have to stick around. Alright, so we'll be talking about the hymen. What is it? So I'm just going to give us in a very simple term so that everybody understands, the layman understand. So the hymen is a membrane. It's a thin membrane. But I just want to clarify something in the sense that it differs in individuals. So some people's hymen is thicker than the other. So mine may be thicker than yours watching this video right now. You never can tell. Really have a use. Although some published findings says that the hymen covers the vagina from vent entrance of bacteria into the vagina, which I don't really believe, but practically the hymen does not really have any use, any function per se. All right, many people want to find out if the hymen can, be used to test for virginity, like I said earlier when I was introducing my topic. And actually in most African countries they feel that, or they want to believe, or they already believe that the hymen is used for virginity test. So back then in the olden days they would be like, you sleep with your wife, you're definitely going to spread a white bed sheet, and if you sleep with your wife and there's stains of blood on the bed sheet, then wow, this woman is a virgin, and then they're going to respect the woman to heavens and down. But actually the truth is the hymen can even break even before you have a penetrative sex. So now the hymen can be broken when you engage in strenuous activities, strenuous physical activities, strenuous exercises, when you engage in some activities that should be questioned, especially for a lady. So, and actually there are some sports that can actually bring about the breakage of the hymen. So you engage in all these cycling, that's bike riding, polo, horse riding. It's going to break the hymen even before you have a penetrative sex. So that is the reason why the hymen, or the presence of hymen, cannot be used as a baseline data judging a woman or women that are virgins. And apart from that, some people were actually given birth without a hymen. So how do we explain now that they are virgins without a hymen? So for you to see that hymen is not a baseline for, or to ascertain people that are virgins or not. All right, so down to the next thing. I saw a post some time ago where the person was like, if you want to get married and the man you're getting married to is rattling about virginity and is so headstrong about it that my wife's got to be a virgin, my wife's got to, and you want to hide the whole thing from him that, oh, I actually had some guy in my secondary school took my virginity from me and blah blah blah. You don't want to disclose this to him, so you just want to act up and be like the virgin in the wedding night. The person was saying that you should desist from sexual intercourse for long, like for years. And if you do that, if you come back together again with someone sexually, you definitely are going to bleed. In other words, the person is trying to say that if you have had sex with someone and now you want to act like a virgin, you have to desist from sex for like years, and those years are going to cause the hymen to heal back up. And then if you have sex again after those years of waiting or waiting for the healing, you're going to bleed. That means the hymen is going to be repaired and you're going to bleed again, forming up as a virgin. But I want to shock you. It's not gonna happen. The hymen, like I said earlier, is a membrane, and funny enough, an elastic membrane. And I also want to bring this to our notice that the hymen may not break in the first penetrative sex you have. So, because it is an elastic membrane, and remember one thing about elastic stuffs, when it is being pushed and pushed, if you did physics, I want to shine now. I did physics. I did physics, and there is a point called the yielding point. So it is that point where the elastic rubber, the elastic band cannot bear it anymore. So it slacks. It slacks. And it may even tear or cut. So that is just what happens to the hymen. So in that case, when you're having your first penetrative sex, and remember I said earlier that the thickness of hymen varies. Mine may be thicker than yours, may not be. I don't know. So the thickness varies, and in that case, for people that have thinner hymen, their first penetrative sex may be the day or maybe the time that the hymen tears. And for people that have thicker hymen, their first penetrative sex may not do the magic of tearing the hymen. So, can you understand where I'm going now? So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is once the hymen slacks, once it tears, it is not going to get itself mended up again and ready to get itself torn again in some years' time. So, if you broke your virginity and there is this man coming to marry and saying that you have to be a virgin, you have to be a virgin, just tell the man that I'm sorry, I lost it already. So, not to worry. What I'm actually trying to bring on the table or to the table is that the hymen should not be a baseline for judging who a virgin is or not. So you should trust your partner so much as to believe every word she says. I'm talking to the men now. So if you are a lady watching this and you want your man to know about this, why don't you share the link to him? I mean, it's worth it, right? All right. So I'd like you to like, subscribe, and of course turn on the notification because a lot of juicy things are coming on this channel. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for staying up to this time. I love you. Mwah.